In this video, you will learn how to create and use custom templates. Click Configuration from the top toolbar. It's the cogwheel. Select Custom Templates. Users can create as many custom templates as they want. Custom fields are used to record data you want to collect about the assets, such as serial number, purchase date, sold date, rental date, rented to, asset condition, etc. If you want the field to show in a certain section, like financial, then first create a section. So let's go to the Sections tab, and we're going to add a couple of new sections. So click in the box, and I will create Operations, and click Accept. And let's create a financial section. So now I have two sections created, financial and operations. Next is to create some fields. Click on Fields. We already have ownership and serial number added, but if you look at ownership, it's not in any section. We could put it in one of the sections now, and the same thing with serial number. It isn't in a section either. But let's go ahead and add a new field. Let's do machine year. And let's put it in the operations section. We're going to select from a list of field formats, and let's make this a string because we really only want the year, or better yet, we could just make it an integer. We'll put the order as 1. And then we have choices between mandatory, display in table, display in filter, and send value from field. Let's not make this one mandatory yet, but let's go ahead and do display in table and display in filter screen. This gives us the flexibility to not always complete the data, but sometimes complete the data. So let's go ahead and accept. And we're good. Now let's go ahead and create one more field. And this field will be asset condition. Again, we'll put this one under operations. And field format, we'll do a select. We'll go ahead and list options. So we will do, how about good, bad, fair, and damaged. Again, we'll display in table and display in the filter screen. Click Accept. We forgot to fill in the order, so let's put order 2. And it's successfully uploaded. So now we have 2 custom fields that we've created, and we had created other custom fields earlier. Let's do one more field, and we'll call this one runtime cost. And we'll put it under financial. And again, we'll make this one an integer, make it third. Actually, we'll make it 1 because that's the only one we've added to financial. We'll do display in table and display in screen, and we'll click Accept. Okay, so now we have several fields that we've created and a couple of sections. Let's go ahead and add them to a template. So we'll click on Template. So let's create a new template, and we'll call this one Skid Steer. Since some of the other example today, I think it was loaders, we see that we don't have that one created. So let's go ahead and put it in a template name because we did create some new assets under skid steer, so that would be a good one to play around with. Well, let's see. What do we want? Let's go ahead and do asset condition, and let's do machine year. And just to see the difference of 2 different sections, let's go ahead and do runtime cost as well. At any point in time, you can move these back and forth. Let's scroll down. And now, what do you want to apply this to? Well, we want to apply it to a subcategory, and we're going to do skid steer. Skid steer loaders. And you'll see that it shows up in earth moving equipment, which is correct. Now let's click Accept, and we will have created that new template. Okay, the next thing to do is let's go add some new assets and see if that shows up correctly. Okay, now let's go into Manage Assets, and let's add our new assets. We'll click on Add Asset. And let's type in a cat. Give it an asset ID number. Category is earth moving. Skid steer is the section. We'll say cat, and model on this one is a 236. We'll put this in the Littleton Pad project. Scroll down, and you'll see that now we have those custom fields. 2 under operations that we selected and 1 under financial. Now they're not mandatory, so I could click accept and move right on past them, but let's go ahead and say I want to add these now. And I'm going to give it a condition, and then I'm going to get a runtime cost. Now you know there's something wrong with machine year. So that one is not been formatted correctly. We'll have to go back and take a look at that and see what kind of information that we wanted in there. I think we made it an integer, but I'm not sure. So let's go back and check. In the meantime, we can go ahead and blank that out because it's not mandatory. Click accept, and those 2 custom fields will have taken. So let's go back and we'll look at custom templates, and we'll go back to operations and fields, and let's look at machine year. Okay, we made that an integer, so let's go ahead and make it a string, and we'll click accept. We'll go back to manage assets. Let's filter on skid steers. We'll locate the asset, and let's try again. And this time, we formatted the field correctly. The box is not in red. Click accept. So you now know how to create custom fields, sections, and templates, and how to use them when you create the assets. This brings us to the end of the session. Please continue on with other training videos.